Welcome to North American Helium. Saskatchewan is home to the most environmentally sustainable accumulations of helium in the world. And as one of the most active explorers for helium, North American Helium, or NAH, takes great pride in working alongside the communities, ranchers, farmers, and governments in the province to develop this rare and finite resource. Founded in 2013, North American Helium is the leading company focused on exploration and production of helium from underground fields of inert nitrogen gas in Saskatchewan. Since inception, NAH has drilled approximately 100 helium wells, constructed 8 helium production facilities, and has access to over 40,000 kilometers of trade plus proprietary seismic data. The result of all this exploration and development activity is that NAH is well on the path of achieving its goal of supplying over 20% of total North American supply. North American Helium strives to improve the quality of life in those communities in which we operate and provide a lasting economic impact in Saskatchewan. Our community investment spirit provides us a means to engage with and give back to communities, and to improve the places where we work and live. Subsurface data collection and analysis is required to understand where helium accumulations exist deep underground. Earth scientists, geologists, and geophysicists use subsurface data to determine how helium moves through the earth and determine where it ultimately accumulates far beneath the surface. An essential part of this mapping process utilizes information collected from seismic surveys, a process that provides an image of the layers of rock that are home to the helium at a depth of more than 2 kilometers below the Earth's surface. Geological exploration via seismic data is essential to understanding where nitrogen-helium accumulations may be trapped, and having access to the land surface for brief periods of time is critical to this geological effort. Safety is a top priority at North American Helium, and we focus on minimizing impacts through this activity to the greatest extent possible. Your engagement and support help us to be successful in our risk mitigation efforts. Before any seismic work is conducted, we ask for your permission. We follow government guidelines for exploration activities and work with landowners to ensure we understand issues that are important to you and are specific to your property or operations, including livestock, gates, and equipment washing instructions. We offer water well testing prior to and following the acquisition of seismic data. Our seismic operations meet and often exceed the minimum setbacks as specified by exploration regulations to ensure the integrity of water wells and buildings. Before we begin, an environmental assessment of the area is conducted to identify sensitive flora and fauna species. We take careful note of these areas, and we avoid disturbing them. Paths are cleared by hand or a mulcher so that the seismic equipment may pass through and to ensure the safety of personnel. Surveyors record and mark the locations of where listening devices and energy sources are placed for recording seismic data. Highly trained professionals work together for the collection of this data. Seismic exploration consists of an energy source that creates vibrations that travel into the ground as seismic waves. These seismic waves reflect off the rock layers underground and return to the surface, where they're recorded by sensitive listening devices called geophones. The two common energy sources used to create the seismic waves are a small dynamite charge or vibrators mounted on trucks or buggies. When dynamite is used as an energy source, a small 2-kilogram charge of dynamite is placed at the bottom of a pre-drilled hole 12 to 18 meters below the surface. The dynamite is covered with approximately 12 kilograms of clay and a plug to seal the dynamite in place. When dynamite is detonated, bystanders may feel or hear a dull thud, like a muffled bass drum. Vibrators are large machines that shake a heavy base plate. These machines are used in groups of 3 or 4. Each machine lowers a heavy metal plate to the ground where a seismic source is required, using the weight of the machine to provide additional mass. A hydraulic device mounted above the plate on the buggy then shakes the plate to produce low-frequency vibrations for about 20 seconds. While the seismic source is generating energy into the ground, the listening devices are recording the seismic waves returning from the rock layers below. Once the seismic program is complete, cleanup will begin immediately. The cleanup usually takes about 1 to 3 weeks to complete, where the geophysical crew will pick up and remove their equipment, survey markers, and any debris before they leave your property. When seismic operations are conducted during the winter months, a cleanup crew will return in the spring to ensure that no trash or recording materials were left in the area. During any stage of the program, we follow all instructions you have provided us with, including ensuring that fences or gates are closed. The entire seismic program, from permitting to cleanup, is fully regulated by the province, and we should only be in your area for approximately 5 to 6 weeks to complete this work. Once collected, the seismic data is then analyzed back in head office, providing new insights into the ground below, including where to focus our future helium exploration activity. We are proud community members and value our relationship with our neighbors. It is important to us that you feel comfortable with the proposed activity we hope to undertake on your property. Our work will be conducted safely, responsibly, and in a sustainable way. Thank you for helping North American Helium grow the production of helium in Saskatchewan, and in turn, position Saskatchewan as a world leader in helium production and supply. We welcome the opportunity to connect with you. If you have any questions or concerns, please reach out to us directly.